Now, this is the final stage of our brooder setup. We've arranged the whole thing the way they ought to be. That is the tray feeders, the drinkers, the bell drinkers, the nipple drinkers, and all of that. I've disinfected the tank as well as this nipple drinkers cup. I've cleaned all of them. Now I've set them up, though I've not filled these drinkers with water. Now, one of the major things you need to take note of on this during this brooding is this water and feed. You don't need to joke with them. So you might be wondering, why should I add this manual drinkers to this my setup, having nipple drinkers as well as bed drinkers. So there is need for that because I don't want them to lack any resources, any water at any time. I want a situation whereby wherever the chicks get to at any point in the brooder, they should be able to have access to feed and water. So that is the purpose of me making provision for more than enough drinkers and feeder. So normally this chicks drinker, they said is assumed to be between 30 to 50 chicks per this manual drinkers. Why this is for 50 chicks, these bell drinkers. So I have three manual drinkers here, about 6 nipples drinkers, and then 1 bed drinkers, which is more than enough for 150 beds that I will be raising. Now we've done our final check. The last thing I'm to do right now, the lighting is set. Everything is set. Now on beneath this carton you are seeing right now is sawdust, because for over how many years now I've been making use of sawdust as my beddings, no longer wood shave, because that's a bit expensive and all of that. So I need to cover it with this carton or newspaper for the first 3 days, 3 to 4 days, so that they don't have access to that sawdust, because they may have a taste of it. So I don't want that. So that is why I have to cover it. If you are using sawdust, you may have to cover this for the first few days before removing it. So this is to enable them to be able to differentiate between feed and sawdust, because having be eating for some days, they should be able to differentiate between sawdust and feed. So that is the purpose of me covering the sawdust with carton or newspaper. Now the beauty of this carton is that I can reuse it. When I mean reuse it, by after day 1, day 2, by day 2, you'll be surprised the whole thing will be totally messed up with their poop. So to avoid disease infection in this brooder, what I do, I flip it over. By day 3, day 4, I remove everything totally and then go outside, go somewhere outside and then burn everything off. So that is how I manage the beddings, as well as covering it with a carton or newspaper. Now the last thing I'm to test to be sure that everything is functional is the gas brooder, because we'll be making use of this gas brooder. This is what we've been using for some time now. So I need to light it up, test it to be sure everything is working. You need to do this. It's not when the chicks arrive, that's when you'll be running helter-skelter to test if the nipple drinkers are working, to test if the bed drinkers are working and all of that. No, you need to test everything to be sure everything is fine before going to pick up your chicks. This is very, very important. And this is our thermometer. I need to put battery in there and then test. I know it's still working because I removed the battery before now. Okay, this is our gas brooder. It's coming up. I just light it up. So this is test, because we've not introduced the chicks. I want to be sure everything is okay. I don't want a situation when the chicks arrive, that's when I'll be doing all these tests. No, I need to do it a day before the chicks arrive. So it's okay. You can see the level is very, very okay. As at this time, this is cool hour of the day, at about 7 p.m. I'm already sweating inside this brooder right now. Even before I put on this gas brooder, I'm sweating already. And one other important thing I want you to note, cross ventilation in this brooder is very, very important. Somehow you need to make provision for that. Somewhere here, I have some level of opening here. I'm still going to open it the more a little. While the other end in there, you can see where the nylon demarcates the brooder. I have some opening in here too, where the breeze can go in and then go out from the other end. This is very important so that your brooder won't be stuffy. Very, very important. You make provision for that cross ventilation. Now, as the chicks grow, that is that by day 2, day 3, you increase the opening a bit. Now, the beauty of broiler is this, because during the day, during sunny day, they don't need much heat per se. So that will help you economize your gas properly. So you need to adjust your heat source there to be sure that the chicks are happy in the brooder. They don't need to huddle around the brooder, the heat source, or they don't need to move far away from the heat source. They should be evenly spread in the brooder. So I'm going to show you how they should be in the brooder when the chicks arrive tomorrow. Just follow us. If you've not done this before, this will help you a whole lot in raising day old chicks to maturity. Thank you so very much.